Hey guys, so get ready with me as I go through my post-therapy thoughts with you. So I just got off my call with my therapist and it was a good one. I entered the session and I was feeling so heavy, just so overwhelmed with this new season of my life, with this new phase of my life. I took a year out of creating content in a paid capacity, of working really. I've been on sabbatical. I was able to do that because I worked so hard the year before that I was just exhausted and overwhelmed, but I had enough money to look after myself and my family for the following year. I am reaching the end of that sabbatical. I am so grateful for the time because I didn't know that my mum was going to pass away, but she did. And it gave me time to just focus on my feelings, focus on me, focus on navigating the day-to-day life without being so overwhelmed and being completely and utterly burned out. But it's time to get back to it. And I have recently been trying to start a new business ideas, new business ventures. And the biggest difference is that I'm a Christian now and I wasn't before. So before I was happy and willing to just chase money and do anything, right? Like anything for money. I don't even care if I don't believe in it, I'll just do it. But I had been feeling completely disaligned with my values. I work in advertising. I'm an influencer and content creator, and that's where I make a large portion of my money. And I was beginning to feel like I don't want to tell people to buy stuff all the time. Buy this, buy that, buy this. But it's like, if I don't want to tell people to buy stuff, how will I make money? Because people pay me to do that. People pay me to promote their products and services. I'm hearing and learning about UGC, which feels so much more up my alley. It feels much more like me to create my own natural content about products that I love, about products that I use, about products that I think are truly meaningful, rather than just making a lot of money to post about products that somebody wants me to post about, whatever I feel. And they always say that, like, you can just feel the truth of somebody through the camera. You can feel if somebody really doesn't care about a product or they really don't like something, you can feel it through the camera. And I believe that, and I never wanted it to be like people know that I don't really care about this. Like, there have been campaigns that I've worked on and I only did it because it's like, yeah, the money for this is really good and it kind of aligns with my life and it kind of aligns with my family. But if it wasn't for the money, I would never buy this and I would never use it, you know? Like, I didn't want it to feel like that, but I was doing it. So I felt mentally and emotionally just dissociated from what I was physically doing in the real world. And I was just doing what everybody else does. And the thing is, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying other people are bad, but I do have a problem with consumerism, over consumption. Like, I don't like it. I don't think that we need to be buying stuff all the time. When it's my birthday, I don't need gifts. I don't want gifts. If I want anything, I want your presence, right? Not your presence, but your presence, like you to be there with me and to have a good time and to be high vibe. And that's it. If anything, I just want to make memories. I want to travel. I want to go and see shows and I want to have days out. Like, that means something to me. My spirit aligns with that. It doesn't align with who has the most pairs of Uggs, who has like a Stanley mug, who has like the latest jacket. Like, every time I see a post of someone showing new stuff, I'm like, didn't you just show us new stuff the other day? Like, how many things do you have? And I wouldn't be able to manage my home as well because I had too many things. Anyway, all of this is to say, I was not enjoying being a content creator at a soul level. I was enjoying it from a success level. I was enjoying it, and when I say content creator, I mean more an influencer, right? Like someone with the products. I was enjoying it from a money level. I was enjoying that it gave me freedom to take a year off. It gave me freedom to travel. It gave me freedom because I had money. So money is not evil. Money is not the root of all evil. Money is not a bad thing. Money is what I aspire to have, and I aspire to have it in abundance so that I can live a good life, a good quality and a good standard of life. Like, that's important to me. But it's like how I make that money and how I get that money. Like, I want it to be truly meaningful. I want it to be truly, truly helpful. And this is partly why I've been telling myself, okay, it's time to start again in a completely new capacity, helping people make content online. Forgive me. And that's what I've been working on. So I've been building a business, a digital marketing and a social media business. And in that business, I am selling a course which will literally change the game for anybody who wants to start on social media. This course has every single thing in it. It has everything from marketing yourself, has everything from how to create the types of content, how to edit, how to set up a shop and sell it. Like, you can resell the course after you purchased it in full, right? Like, if you're on a payment plan, then you can't sell it straight away, but once you finish paying it, you can resell the course and just make all your money back immediately. So I've been doing this and I've been working on this, but I literally have been feeling torn between the two. And also, having become a Christian, it's like sharing that content of Christ and elevating his name and lifting him up. Like, that to me is so important. It's like, what's the point in being Christian and nobody knows? There are people who follow me like, oh my God, I love that you are sharing so boldly about your faith. It's making me share about mine. And I'm like, I didn't even know you had a faith. Like, that's amazing, right? Like, so I feel like the work is doing great things for God and great things for the kingdom of God. And to me, that's so important. But also, there are a bunch of people who follow me or who have followed me who maybe are just completely averse to Christ, and they're completely averse to that way of being and that way of living, which, fine, like, you can leave. But yeah, like, people unfollowing and stuff, like noticing the large numbers of people who were there and now they're not. Like, mentally and emotionally, a lot has been going on. But today in therapy, and my therapist is a Christian, which I love. Today in therapy, we were literally talking about, like, just be where you are, slow down, and just carry on doing what you're doing, and let it naturally evolve. Let life naturally evolve, right? Like, you're trying, you're aspiring, you're doing things, you're not staying stagnant, but you're just like it will naturally evolve. You perfect what you're doing now, and naturally doors will open for you. Like, you don't have to run up to the doors and be forcing them open. You can let the doors open for you, and that is what's going to happen. And God will provide your every need. Like, this is what she was saying. God will provide your every need. And I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to leave my hair up today. I actually believe that. I believe that God will provide my every need. I actually believe that the Lord is with me and I can do this, you know? And then she was like, the fear is not from God. Fear is not from God. It's from the enemy. He comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And like, he's stealing your peace. He's destroying your to steal, to kill. He's killing your like desire to move forward, to do anything, and he's destroying your business, he's destroying your company, and I'm literally like, oh my God, that is true. Like, that's what the enemy has come to do, and I can see how that's happened. And I'm literally like, nah, bro, now that I know, now that it's been made clear to me, now that the light has been shone upon that darkness, you are not going to stop me. So when I said at the beginning, like, I'm not excited to be filming this video, like, I'm not, like, I just feel like, oh gosh, like, I'm on YouTube, but like, I'm not getting that much traction. I don't really understand the platform. I'm not that good. Other people are better than me, but I'm showing up all the same. And I'm showing up. Why? I'm showing up because if I show up today, and I show up next week, and I show up the week after, and I show up the week after, each time I get better and better. And if you remember, just 50 days ago, this is day 50, I'm halfway there, but just 50 days ago, I started 100 Days to Thriving challenge. And I'm still in that challenge, even though I'm not declaring it every single day anymore. But I'm still on this 100 Days to Thriving challenge. And at the beginning of that challenge, I said to myself, if I show up every single day for 100 days, I will grow, I will develop, I will change, I will enhance, I will have skills I never had before. Even if like people aren't here now, one day when they do come, they might think it was an overnight success. But if you look back, this is me documenting the steps. And I remember years ago when I wanted to start a YouTube channel, and I was literally just like, I can't start to help people because I haven't like done anything with my life. I haven't proved myself yet. I haven't gotten there yet. So how can I help anyone? And I didn't start. And then I reached a peak in my career, and like, so many people were asking me for advice. So many people were asking me how I did it. So many people wanted to collaborate. So many people just wanted to come into my life. And obviously that was so overwhelming, but I wanted to find a way. How can I use what I have learned and share it with people? And that's what I'm doing. That's actually what I'm doing. Even if the results don't look as shiny as they once did, and even if the results don't look as shiny as somebody else's, the whole point and purpose of me creating these videos and of me showing up online is for the development of myself and to show people what it takes to actually reach success. It doesn't just happen overnight, and it's not only just about creating content. Like, I'm giving my post-therapy thoughts because I am in therapy. I started therapy. I started therapy this time around because my mum passed away. And the first thing that I thought to do, obviously pray and just spend time in Christ. But what can I do practically? Sign up to BetterHelp and get a therapist. Why? Because number one, I can sign up and get a therapist immediately and start talking to them that day, the next day. Number two is like, I don't know what feelings I'm going to experience, and I don't want to sabotage myself while I'm feeling grief, while I'm feeling loss, while I'm feeling stress, while I'm feeling strain. So I'm going to just sign up to therapy. And I gave myself a budget, like this is how much and this is how long that I'll be doing it. And I'm reaching the end of that time actually. Like just I said to myself 3 to 4 months I'll be in therapy, and I'll go every week, and that should just help me. And it's been so helpful. My therapist has been so helpful. She's been like a touch point, like to come back to every single week, someone to just talk to honestly about how I'm feeling. But the key takeaways of today, coming to the end of my therapy sessions with her, is that keep doing what you're doing. Don't run to the doors to open the doors. Don't force them open. It's not your job, right? Let the doors open. You trust in the Lord, lean on him, and he will open the doors. You keep committing your way to him, and he will do it for you. Also, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't feel restricted, because that's not from God, that's from the enemy, right? And we can do other videos about what the enemy is and who he is, and how it applies to our lives and what that means in future. And especially if you're interested, then let me know in the comments. But let the doors be open for you. Do not be afraid. If a door shuts, do not dismay. Like, if that door was not meant to be open. If you try something that doesn't work out, don't see yourself as a failure. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just know that that's what happens sometimes. Sometimes you want to open a door and the door doesn't open. Sometimes you make a request and someone doesn't grant the request. But really just go to God in all things and request of him in prayer, in spirit, and in truth, and he will give it to you. Whatever it is that you need, he will give it to you. Then also another one is that I recognize that I have like ADHD symptoms on hard, right? Like on so hard. And structure and organization is not my forte at all. The fact that I even run my own business blows my mind. Like, it is literally a struggle because I don't know how to structure anything. But that's something to learn and to work on. And some people have said to me, well, it's not about just learning and improving yourself all the time. Like, you can just get other people to do it. Like, that's such a privileged thing to say, because if you don't have the resources or even the know-how to get other people, because you have to be structured enough to tell another person what it is that you need to do. Like, I've got other people on board, but I haven't known how to manage them because I don't even know how to manage myself, right? Like, I have to learn, and that's what I'm doing. So right now, my aim is to stay close to God, get into a routine of reading his scriptures and reminding myself of these truths daily. Number 2 is to just have a structure in my workflow. This is my life and this is my work. And sometimes they merge, but mostly I have boundaries between the two. And to just get back out into the world and to socialize and to be with people, because that's so, so important. That's really incredibly important. So therapy today really has been helpful in helping me realize that fear does not take you anywhere. That closed doors does not mean that they'll be closed forever. Let them be open. It is not for you to open the door. Like, if God shuts a door, do you think you can open it? No. If God opens a door, do you think you can close it? No. Like, if it's meant to be, it will be. And that is my favorite saying in all of life. Anyway, guys, this is the end of post-therapy thoughts. And today we are looking at structure. Today we are looking at overcoming fear, overcoming anxiety, and allowing life to happen for you. In the next video, I'm not sure what we're going to talk about, but it's going to be along the same lines of self-improvement, personal development, and trusting in God, because really, he is the only one that we can trust. Can't even trust ourselves sometimes. I'll see you in my next video.